Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Matt.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Kirk Cousins brings out the Minnesota Vikings here, Charles. Gives us a chance to talk about Kirk, who had such a great October. And then
they called it, don't you?
Kirktober? Well, Kirk Timber. Yeah, that's a good of a ring. But November, look, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in the loss to Kansas City Week 9, but just 19 of 38. So that completion percentage at 50% now. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Cowboys take over first and 10.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Prescott. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Come off the ball.
Here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. What do you think?
They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Vikings offense gets set for their next possession here. I mentioned the Kansas City game. That was one you had, the Kansas City field goal to win it 26-23 in Week 9. That broke the 4-game win streak for the Vikings. What else did you glean from that game for Minnesota now at 6-3?
That they're still a prime contender. I mean, this team is very good. Off a little bit on offense. Wasn't their normal production. Defense gave up a big 91-yard touchdown run to Damian Williams. That's not normal for them. Still, we're in the game despite not playing with, I guess you would call it their A game in this one. Not to take credit away from Kansas City, but this Vikings team, week in, week out, is going to be very difficult for anyone to solve. Look for them to be in it all the way.
They'll try to bounce back upcoming on a road game. They're going to Dallas in Week 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down to lose one. Watch that.
They go play action. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big play there for Minnesota. 40 yards on the ground.
And the Vikings first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go, baby.
These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Not today, you are.
Play action now. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Cousins.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Kill.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
one hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Get off the train,
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing is Cousins, setting up the screen for Cook. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own
Now
sideline.
we'll see what his offense can do.
Slam.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that
line.
quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hatch it.
There we go, kill.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's put him on the bus.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Maher able to put this one through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Automatic first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
3 bud.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Kill.
Whip. Watch this. Match box. Right, dudes.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott, finding some room at midfield. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Prescott buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Check 26, check 26.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Marr is good. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw is Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Austin.
Let's go, baby.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54. Nice, sweetheart.
On second down, Pollard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Let's go.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the edge.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check.
Hey, kill. 47.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on second down. Prescott, his throw incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott down, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 13, a little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. To throw again on second down. Cousins, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl.
Say,
There we go, kill.
shift. Cover. Flare.
Here's Pollard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
There we go, wide.
Mike's 5-4. Coming to you.
26.
Here's Pollard again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Lay down.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Cousins stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.